Hello everybody, my name is Connor, and welcome to the first episode of my new series, Behind the Figure. Basically in this series, we're going to be looking at one figure of my customs that I've already reviewed, well, technically I haven't reviewed the full figure of this, so it'll be in the Smash Ultimate Showcase, but anyway, this is Behind the Figure, and today I'm going to show you how I made this figure and all the steps I used for it. So, first, quick 360 of the figure. This is the back. And then, now it's different than an actual showcase where I go over the figures, like, quickly. It's like a quick rundown when I do the showcase. Like, this is actually, I show you how I made it and every individual detail. So, let's get on with the review. Now, the first thing we're going to start off with is the Master Sword and the Hylian Shield. So, first off, we're going to get the Master Sword right out of the way. Basically, it is the Link amiibo from Super Smash Bros. 4. The amiibo, and of course, amiibo collectors are going to start freaking out. But, yeah, he's not that rare. So, basically, the sword, I cut off the handle, and I glued it onto a Lego katana. Also, by the way, it's still 30 frames per second in this video. I'm sorry about that. Haven't fixed iMovie yet. Then I also cut the top of the sword, shortened it out so it wouldn't be as long. Also, the handle's at an angle, but it really doesn't matter because I didn't glue it on correctly. So, yeah, that's the Master Sword. Now, the Hylian Shield is more complex. Because this was originally made from, as you can see, the, like, trans, blue. Because this was originally made from the Legend of Chima, what are the shields they used for, like, the buildable creatures. Now, what I used for this is, I don't have any pictures. I should have saved pictures, but what I used was, let me zoom out and bring it up. I used, let me just find, where is it? One of my, yeah, in here. I used green stuff, modeling putty. No, let me just pull this out. Use green stuff, and basically this is like, there's like Procreate too, which most people use. I just use this because it's cheaper on Amazon. And basically, I sculpted it onto this. Now, I do have a picture. I will throw it up. That sounded weird. And where it was really thick and, like, big. But now, I shortened it up and made it thinner by sanding it. Because when green stuff hardens, it becomes, like, almost plastic-like. Like, solidifies. And, unfortunately, the handle is pretty high up, so it sits low on Link's hand. But after that, I used, let's see, if I can grab this. I used this paint. It is satin, Oxford Blue. Yeah, Oxford Blue. I used, it's a little ASMR for you. I used silver, what is it? Nicole's. Also, by the way, if you didn't get to read this, I don't know, is this like, I don't know, is that like, I don't know, store brand or whatever? So I used that for that, and then I used Candy Apple Red for the, emblem, and then gold metallic for the Triforce. So, that, get this off here. Alright, this took a while to do the Hylian Shield, so I will put the picture of the before product, and then let's move on to the actual figure now, because we've been doing this for a while. Okay, disregard the airplane going by. So yeah, this is Link figure, so we're gonna go step by step how I did it. Start with the head. For the hair, it is also made with green stuff. Now, I don't have any pictures, but I will give you, like, I will show you how I painted the eyes. I will do a tutorial on that in this video. The hair, you're gonna have, it doesn't come off, by the way, it's like stuck to the head. So, yeah. I will show you how to paint the eyes, though. So, this is gonna be a longer video. I'll show you how I painted the eyes. So, let's use, which head do we want to use? Let's use a dummy head. Like, I'm not gonna actually use this head after. So, let's use this head, reject head. So we're going to turn it on the back. Also, I'm going to use, where to put the dummy torso I use. Does my Inkling character still have it? Yeah, my Inkling's using it. I'll put that off, because my Inkling's not really good. I'm starting that over, Inkling. So let's show you how to do it. So I'm going to zoom out a little bit. What I used for the eyes was I used a toothpick, but I thinned it out. Like, I didn't thin it out. I cut it. I snapped it in half and cut it with a scissor to make it really sharp. Like, you puncture your skin with that. I'm not gonna do that, but yeah. So I'll show you how to do it. Now, let me zoom out. Sorry about that. Yeah, so what I used was, I started out with white paint. So I'm gonna get a little piece of, I'm gonna rip this off of my newspaper that I use. Let me just rip a piece off, because you should see the color. Come on, get a decent sized sheet. Okay, we'll use this. I'm gonna move this to the side just so you can see it. So yeah, this is basically, if you want to make your own link, if you base it off of this, make sure to give me credit where credit is due, which is, yeah. Dude, I'm getting fuzz in my brain. Ah, God. Feels weird. Oh, God, it feels weird. Alright, whatever. I'm going to pour some paint on here. There's some visual ASMR for you. Then I'm gonna use blue if we want to make Pink's eyes. We're gonna need blue and black. So, yeah, let's actually paint the head. I'm gonna push this down. So what I started out with, I'm gonna use a separate toothpick. So I also have another, sorry about that, another toothpick where it's just like just the regular tip. I'm not going to crack a new one because I have a whole bunch, but I don't want to make a new one. So you're going to just dab it on there and just do a little dot. And the eyes I had to trim down his eyes because they were pretty big. I'm not going to trim them on this one, but we'll just see. I'm sorry about the glare. I will fix that in a second. I'll show you the after product. I'm just going to pull this away from the camera for a second. There's going to be green stuff all over the head, too. It's just a dummy head. Okay. So, let me show you how it looks so far. It looks like this. Yes, it looks like a mess, but here's the thing. Once it dries, we're going to cut around this. So I'm going to let it dry, and I'll bring you right back. Oh, also while it's drying, I'm not going to be showing you how to do the mouth. It's basically a straight line. You could do it for yourself. You can see in here, I swear if I dropped that in the white paint. Yeah, you can see the mouth is just a straight line with a line underneath it, so. Yeah. So I think someone's at my door. Oh, jeez. I'll be right back. Okay, the eyes have officially dried, so let's move on to our next step. So we're going to use the black paint. I like to do the outline before I do the pupils. That's just what I do. Also, you're going to need some brown for the eyebrows. I will show you how to do the eyebrows, because those connect to the eyes. I'm going to pour a little bit of brown out. Just a little bit. Don't waste all your paint like I did for the white. I didn't need that much. Alright, so for the eyes, you're gonna, the black, ugh, if you can see this, is all chunky mess, so I need to get new paint. The blue is nice. And let me find a good place to put the black. There's no good area. Okay, I'm gonna show you how to do it. As you can see on the actual head, it has like lines going around the, like this area, like not on the bottom. It's not a full around the eye. It's just, let me do one eye here to show you, and then I will do the other one on my own. Alright. I'm sorry you can't see it. Let me... Alright. So, there's that. You have to thin it out after. Wait for it to dry. Which my black dries really quickly. So I could do it right now if I wanted to, which I will, to speed this up. So let me paint the other one, unless, does it really matter? Yes it does, because they have to be even. Okay, I'm painting the other one right now. Give me a second. I will bring you right back when I'm done. Alright, just a quick disclaimer. The black might, probably will come out a bit thick around the eyes. By the way, sorry. This is for beginners. Like, I know it's not the best, but this is my style of the way I do it, or just the way I suck at it. So now you're gonna want to do the pupils, and they have to have a good distance against each other. See that? So that has like almost equal distance. So that's the hard part, and the same shape. So what I do is look at whatever. I use the cap because it's got some in there. You're gonna take. I'm gonna use this one now. Sorry, I shifted the camera. This one, and I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna move Link's head now because I don't want to screw it up. You're gonna take this, and I will do it on one side, and then I'll fix it on the other. So let me get this for the camera. Alright, see, it's all shaped out, and you can go on the side with white to make it like like more round, but I'm not gonna do that. Let me finish off now, and I'll show you the last step of doing that. The eyes. So here's the finished eyes. Now, they don't look perfect because this is a dummy head. Oh, shoot. Alright, good thing it didn't land on the other side. I'm not gonna keep this head. I'm not gonna use it for anything. So, alright, before we're gonna do the pupils, which are just a white dot in the middle of the eye. I didn't do any black parts of the eye because it's just too small. Now, we're gonna use, for the eyebrows, what I did is use the thin tip of the toothpick, put a whole bunch of it on there, and just draw a straight line. This is a different Link. Alright, so that's how I did the eyebrows. I thinned them out after, I just went back over them with the toothpick and just sliced it off a little bit. Now, I'm going to let this dry, and I will bring you back with the white pupils. Okay, so the eyes have dried, and now I'm going to show you the last step of the head, and then we'll move on to the voice crack. We'll move on to the actual figure, and I'm not going to show you how to make the direct thing, because I don't want two Link figures, but I'll show you the way I did it. So, also, by the way, you're going to have to sculpt your own hair. I mean, you could use just any hair. Like, let's say we use this. Like, that looks hideous, but you could use that. It doesn't matter, just make any eyes. You could use any hairpiece. So, yeah, let's do the pupils, which basically a light dab in the white, just light, not much. And then you're going to want to take a quick dab in there. That looks nice. Let me do the last one. Alright, voila, you have your head. And this is a dummy one, by the way, if you haven't heard me the 5,000 times I've said it. Let me get this There we go. That'll keep it up straight. There's your dummy head. And now, if you've done this correctly, you've successfully created your Link/anime eyes. So, next part is the torso. Okay, now our torso looks pretty... Well, I can't do English. Very complex. Not very, but it is kind of complex. So, I'm going to go over how I did it. Let's start off with the straps. So, I'm going to take a dummy torso. Which should my dummy torso? I'll use this. First off, I'm just, what I did for this, I left the arm on, and that was actually green stuff that I've already used. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know you could do that. Alright, stop experimenting. So what I did was, this was stuff I already used, green stuff, and it was just left over, so I was like, wow, that's cool. And it was a little bit wet still, so I just bent it on the arm, and it's nice, so it's like not clay or anything. So that's what I did for that. Now, I'm going to show you what I did for the straps. So what I did is I took E-tape, electrical tape, whatever you want to call it, and you're going to want to, let me find a strip of paper somewhere. You're going to want to take a piece of it. Wait, I think I have some already. What a waste. Alright, you're going to take a piece of green E-tape, and you're going to want to, here's a sheet of paper. This is a messy one, but you're going to want to just put it right on it. Just put it right on it. So now there's no sticky part anymore. So then you're going to want to cut around it, around the E-tape. I'm going to do this briefly because we don't have all day. Let's do this. Alright. Now, there we go. So we have that. Now for the straps, they were very thin. So I cut a thin piece off. And what I did is, so like this. And what I did was I painted it brown, both sides. And what I did was, let me take the arms off. And what I did was I first glued it to the side here. I glued it here, right? I'm not going to do it again. I don't have glue up here. I ran out of glue. I glued it like here, right? So then it wraps all the way across the shoulder, back onto the back of the figure, and glued it again. So it came out like this. You can see it goes over the shoulder, which like gives it a cooler illusion. Also, here, this is loose, and there's just, this E-tape just slides underneath it. So, and it's not even glued underneath the other strap, it's just held in place. Oh, jeez. Alright, so for the skirt, I've went over it a little bit in my office reviews, in case you forgot or whatever. I'm not going to use that figure, because I didn't do it yet. So let's use Angela, for instance. See, she has a skirt, and it's made with E-tape. You know what the heck? It's made with this, and it's wrapped around the legs. Also, I'm not profiting off this video, so don't cry like, oh no, like, you're padding out the time because you want money. Like, I'm not making anything. Anyway, I'm making this for fun. We got this cuts on the side, right? Alright, so you just gotta cut them. Unfortunately, I glued this on before, way before, and then it occurred to me, I was playing the game, and I was like, oh, crap, he has cuts on the side. So I didn't even realize this when I got this figure. Fortunately, it's not Figma. I do like Figma and SH Figuarts, they're nice. So, the Sheikah Slate was actually, let's zoom in. That was actually a pre-cut green stuff too. Pre-dried green stuff too. And what I did was I just cut it off and then just painted the detail and just glued it right on there. Now, if I wanted to rip it off, I could easily rip it off, so you don't want to do that. But, yeah. So, for the painting underneath it, I just painted underneath it before I put all the straps on and stuff. I'm going to finish this off with this. First off, yeah, the boots are painted. This was actually, that was really fun. I'm not going to show you how I did it because it would take a long time, long tedious process to do this, but I really liked how I did it, especially the arrow holster. So, yeah, it doesn't hold the sword or anything, but it's all made with green stuff, and it's glued on there. It'll easily rip off if you pulled on it too hard. Okay, that didn't sound right. Whatever. Shoot. He just looks weird without his head. So I'm gonna put his head on there, and I'm gonna wrap this up because this has gone on far too long. Wow, you made it this far into the video. Congratulations. You have officially made your Link figure, or you're just watching it for the heck of it. Which you probably are watching for the heck of it. You don't need my help for making a Link figure, but more videos of the... Well, actually, I'm not sure. Tell me in the comments below if you enjoyed this. I'll do a poll on Instagram if you enjoyed it. You know, I'll just keep doing these whether I enjoyed it or not. I just want to hear feedback. This is a new thing I'm trying out. Step by step of how I made a figure. Behind the figure, and I think this figure's nice. I think this is kind of fun to make this video. So anime eyes tutorial. Look, it's not anime eyes. It's just anime looking eyes. So yeah, this video's been dragged on too long. So anyway, this is an experimental video. More to come if you want. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this type of video. If you didn't, leave a dislike. If you I'd appreciate any feedback. Tell me what to do better. Shorten a video, make it longer, more detail. Show you how to paint the torso. Like, I would appreciate if you tell me more about that in the comments below. And yeah, until then, I will see you guys in the next video. Alright guys, bye-bye.